Hello lovelies and welcome to a Project Life video. So it's been a while since I've actually uploaded a Project Life video, and you will see that this says week 7. I went through a bit of a phase where my album was open on my desk and I would just add to it every now and then when I was on the phone or when, the mood hit me. So I didn't record. I've done actually a fair few Project Life layouts that I haven't recorded because I'd add a bit here, add a bit there, and it was just slowly getting done piece by piece and not in any particular setting. So when I was sitting down, and so this is probably this is the last Project Life I recorded. So it's been a while. I should probably do a flip through of my album so you can see where I'm up to. Maybe that's an idea. Let me know what you think. But as you know, I usually do a grab 5. I usually grab 5 things from my stash, so I am using up my stash and getting different products all the time. But what happened here is I actually was cleaning up my desk. I was sorting out new storage and things, and in the process of that, I found random things that I thought, oh, let's use these up. One of them happened to be a bag of printables from a kit from back in like 2017, I think. Some little cut aparts and some printables. Others are just literally little random bits of embellishments that had just collected in a little container. So I grabbed that container, literally just all the random things I found on my desk or in little hidey holes or things. I thought, let's use these up. So that's what I did. It's not a grab 5, it's a grab everything we found and just start using it. So that's what I've done. So this is a very jump all over the place kind of thing, because as I'm going through those cut aparts and printables, I'm finding bits and pieces that would work for each individual photo, and so I'll just sort of throw them on the photo. It's very ADHD. It's giving very ADHD vibes, that's for sure. We're jumping all over the place in this one. But my goal is to get the album done, to get the photos in the album. So in that aspect, I'm doing really well because I'm printing off my photos and they're in the album. I might not be scrapping them. Okay, I'm not scrapping them right away, but the photos are there. So when I do have a few minutes or so, I'm finding by leaving my album out and open, I think I jumped ahead a couple of weeks because I had some embellishments that would work for a particular spread that wasn't of a week. It was, what was it? I think it had something to do with soccer. I can't remember. I just remember green. I can't remember what it was. When I do the flip through, I will. But yeah, and that was like 3 weeks ahead of where I was at. But I had some bits and pieces I wanted to use for that particular layout, so I jumped ahead and did it. Same thing happens if I find something particular that will go really well with a photo later on. I know when you're not supposed to, and I'm doing air quotes, use your, save your embellishments for this particular thing. Oh, anyway, words are no worky today. But see, this photo's already done. See, this is what I mean. This picture up the top here, I found this car and it said something about a road trip and it worked perfectly for this photo. But I wasn't up to this. So I flipped ahead, found it and stuck it down because these little bits of pieces, embellishments and printables, they're just going to go in my stash and I'm going to forget I have them and lose them. So when I see them and they're reminding me of something, literally this one I saw and I'm like, do I have a picture that I can use this on? And I went looking for one. And then I found this one where we were having lunch in the car after soccer. So it was, in the car, our little road trip home, because it was a long trip. And yeah, so I went specifically looking for a photo that embellishment would fit because I want to use my embellishments. I want to use all these things up. I don't want to pack them back up and put them back in my stash. So if there's a specific embellishment, so not these little random hearts and stars and things, but something specific like that car and that road trip sign, I have in the past few months been flipping through my album and looking for specific photos for these embellishments, and I'm loving doing that because I'm using them. I'm getting those really themed products in the album as well, which has been a lot of fun. So this is just a random week. This picture, the one that says love you, that's actually a Snapchat filter, so always good to use things like that. Oh, these are my little weirdos. I call them my little weirdos. So this is Ruby and Will, and this is just the relationship they have. They're little weirdos with each other, but it is what it is. So as well as finding all these little printables and things from a past kit, I actually got a new container and I sorted out I had multiple containers full of little printables and cut aparts and just random bits and pieces that have been gathering, and I put them all in one container. Then I found a bunch of labels and I put them all in another container, and they're in this Kmart container. It's all together, and it's got individual little containers inside one big container, and that sits on my desk. And I find I'm utilizing that a lot too, because I'm pulling labels out and I'm using the labels to journal on. When I don't have an embellishment that will work, I'm going through this container that is just full of random embellishments that have been collecting over the years. So we know that with me, I need to be able to see it and get to it, which is why I usually grab 5 things out of my stash. But by having these random containers all in one place and neatly organized, I might add, on my desk ready to go, it's giving me access to different embellishments so I can just go through and find something that works. Like I said, it's all about using up my stash. I just really want to use up my stash. Well, not use up my stash, but I want to use more of my stash. But I do also want to get the photos, the memories in the album. So yeah, you'll see there's lots of random little bits of ephemera and tags and embellishments, because I have literally put together a mismatch of random things for me to use, and it's working really well, actually. I'm enjoying the process. But yeah, like I said, I have been doing a lot of my project life off camera, so I will have to do a flip through very soon. But this is it for this one, so let me know if you would like a flip through. I would love to share it with you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.